Let's see here. There's so many possibilities. There's kelp forest. There's my guy Spongebob throwing it back. There's rocks, and there's pirate ships. I think I'm gonna go with pirate ships. Welcome back to the sixth show. You know the one. The order is supposed to be kelp forest first, but I hate the kelp forest, so we're doing this one first.
Somewhere among this haunted mess, a fearsome specter waits.
Brennan's cum-covered room. What? Hold on, is this the dubbed version?
Yes. Who dares disturb the Flying Dutchman?
Is that the actual voice actor?
It's me, SpongeBob, sir.
I don't need any cookies.
But I'm not a Shell Scout.
Look, kid, I'm too disturbed to scare the bejesus out of you right now. Come back later.
What's the matter?
It's these darn robots.
I think that's the same voice actor.
They've thrown me off
They
my
actually
own
got one
ship.
right. Holy shit.
Being thrown off your own ship is like having your pants pulled down in front of casual acquaintances. It's a sad, sad thing. Now those robots have got their own pirate ship, and they're blasting away at each other.
Is there anything I can do to make you feel better?
Well, now that you mention it, get up to my ship and use the cannons to single-handedly defeat the robot ship. Any questions?
Is that adorable hat available in a size 3?
No, but if you do this, a golden spatula be your booty. Now get going.
I actually, okay, so if it was the voice actor, he'd say like, "Now get going!" like he'd accentuate the going, I feel. So maybe that's not him. It's hard to say. Also, Slimer is here. Just killed that man. Hold on, did an average citizen just take down a rope? Okay, no. Nope. My homie was literally just vibing, and he got targeted by he got targeted by a monster.
Like the smell of bubbles
Jesus.
in the morning. Smells like...
Smells like mustard and cum. I don't know why I say the things that I do. What was I even saying? I think low-key, the Flying Dutchman is one of the better characters in the show. Like, for sure. Like, people are like, Mr. Krabs or Patrick. Or some people will quote Plankton a lot. But my dude, the Flying Dutchman. I see one net! No, it's not. That wasn't Flying Dutchman. Maybe I can't think of a specific Flying Dutchman line, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like he's in a lot of funny situations, a lot of funny episodes. Ow! Ah! Ow! Leedle, like that. Like, that's some good stuff, right? Right. Oh, Gen Z. I guess it's more SpongeBob a Gen Z thing or a millennial thing? It came out in 2003. And I think millennials are 90s kids, right? So SpongeBob has to be a Gen Z thing. It's gotta be it. Oh, what are these happy assholes? Oh, they're dead. Hey, I got an achievement for defeating every robot type. Including the Stinky Boys. That's their new name, the Stinky Boys. What a Splashertron. Hey, get out of here. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's something goofy over here. Wait, what? Also, casual grave. Now, what am I hitting? Maybe I was wrong. I feel like I remember there's something tickling my brain about this platform. Maybe there's something down here. Oh, there is. There's a spatula. There's a spatula, which means there's a button somewhere, I'm sure. I think it's on the side of this. I can figure this out. I have big brain. Have a big, large, engorged brain. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I gotta get back up there, though. So, it's the gulag for you, my boy. To the gulag, Spongebob. But I think I remember how to get it. I thought it had something to do with that clam, but I don't think it's the clam. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have much to say. I do have a couple little conversation topics I have jotted down, but I don't know how to transition into them. Well, well, maybe one. I played Danganronpa. I mentioned it, a little bit last episode. But not last episode, last session, towards the end, about how Danganronpa was good. Well, I finally finished it, and I don't want to, give a whole bunch of spoilers to it. But I do kind of want to discuss it, because, Ian and Eric are the two people who constantly try to get me into these kind of, like, detective court case games. And every time they do, I'm like, what the fuck? What was that? What did he just do? They try to get me to these kind of like court case detective games, and I'm always pretty cynical about it. Like, nothing more fun than the dealings of a courtroom. but still, I've broken down. I've bought Phoenix Wright, and that's one of the games that Eric's constantly trying to get me to play. I haven't played it, but I did get the Phoenix Wright trilogy. And another one was Danganronpa, and that's one that both Ian and Eric would try to get me to, because I guess they just like detective games, and I've always, I say I don't like text-based games like RPGs and whatnot, but then I look at, like, games I would call my favorite games, and there's a bunch of fucking RPGs, so maybe that's not true, and I'm just a cynical little boy. Cynical little man. Why do I say things? But they, all through college, they were trying to. I don't know, I'm pretty surprised, Spongebob. You're walking on. You're still walking on. I thought he would fall. I mean, I suppose he did eventually. I thought he was gonna fall immediately. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that it made me go all the way back. I do find that quite unpleasant. But I finally was like, you know what? I need to play one of these fucking games. So I did it. I played Danganronpa, and it's really good. Like, I was really jiving with it at first. I was like, oh my god, it's such a great setup. I really don't want to spoil it, because of course it's like a mystery detective game. So if I spoil any of it, like, the game's ruined. You can't ever enjoy it. Although, like, one of the two people that, well, I don't want to say that. I don't know who all is watching the show. I know that Shivant and Valak, all my homies hate Valak, are like always, I don't want to say constantly because that has a negative connotation, because I do appreciate it. I guess the better word is they're always commenting on the bottom of these videos. I know that Shivant has Makoto, the main character of Danganronpa, as the avatar, so I know he's played it. And in Valak, Valak is Eric's brother, so I don't know how he would have gotten out of that without Eric breaking him down, grabbing him by the wiener, and shoving it in front of a copy of Danganronpa. You know what I mean? As if there's any other context for what the hell I just said. What the fuck was I on about? I lose my train of thought. Sometimes I catch myself off guard. I'm like, did I just say that? And then my whole train of thought gets thrown off. So they both play it, but I don't want to give away too much, because I don't know who all watches this. I did the exact same fucking thing. I did the same thing. Do I have degenerative brain disease? What's wrong with me? I'm broken. That's another thing in my notes over here, my conversation topics notes. I just have, Danganronpa, and then I have written underneath it, I'm broken. Just the words, I'm broken. What? Oh, I know. I know what I need to do. I see. What did the clam do? Oh, it opened the chest. But I don't want to give away too much about Danganronpa, so I'll try to be as spoiler-free as possible. And Chad, even though he's taking a vacation to be dead over Christmas, he can, you know, censor me if I accidentally let something slip. So the basic premise of the game is that you're a bunch of, you know, not you, but you play one of many kids who, like, have been, you know, strangely trapped in this school, and oh my god, the Brovig! He keeps catching me off guard, my god. You're both trapped in the school, you don't know how you got there, and you're not allowed to leave. And the guy is like, the only way you can leave is if you kill someone, one of your classmates, and without getting caught. So the whole game is you trying to inspire, you know, hope into your classmates so that they don't kill each other and all of you can work together to find a way out instead of, you know, needlessly murdering each other. And when that inevitably fails, because, you know, the arcs of storytelling, don't you shoot me, don't you do it, I'm getting on solid land this time. God, it really is catching me off guard. What was that? What'd you just do? What was that animation? Alright, let's go away. Let's shoot him. Shoot that bee. There we go. Oh, no, no!
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Why did I want to do this instead of Kelp Forest? I don't remember. I don't remember why I was like, I want to do this instead of Kelp Forest. This level has been nothing but pain. We're about to spend a whole episode making one checkpoint of progress. Jesus fucking Christ. I could cut it, but I can't because Chad's dead for vacation. So we can't cut it. So I'll just need to stop sucking the shit out of a dead rat's ass. So more Danganronpa. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Jesus Christ, I'm so stupid. Oh, okay. I think I got it now. So you're out trapped in the high school, and you're trying to find a way out without getting caught. Coincidentally, I made a D&D campaign that was structured exactly like that, where like people get like strangely teleported to a castle they've never been in before. Don't you knock me off? No! What the? How am I supposed to do it? I guess I'm supposed to platform up before I deal with them. Oh, Jesus fucking... Jesus damn it. Okay, I'm back. I hit the button. Now we're gonna try to wall jump up there. I'm not even gonna, like, take out... Oh, you know what I could do? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Because I don't think they'll follow me down here. I should just guide the missile. Oh my god, I crashed the plane. Millions are dead. Okay, alright. Can I stop? Can I stop? Can I stop? Can I stop sucking dick for 1 minute? Okay. Okay. Apparently not. Apparently the ending of sucking dick is the only thing I can't do. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's done. Now I can fucking think about the story in these damn buttons. Okay. So, the story is, I made a D&D campaign that was remarkably similar to Danganronpa that I didn't even know. I didn't even know how similar it was. I just, like, you know, it's a D&D campaign where people are, like, suddenly trapped in a place they've never been before. How wacky and unique and crazy is that? And Ian was like, hey, that's kind of like Danganronpa, but I kind of wrote it off because I was like, what is Danganronpa? I don't watch anime. And then imagine my shock when I played Danganronpa, I'm like, this is exactly like that one D&D campaign I made. Cool, so I never have to repeat that again. Now, I think there's a button somewhere on the side of this tanker that closes it. Somewhere. Let's see here. Cool! I'm relatively certain. Oh, maybe I just shoot that. Yeah, there's a little target on it. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it's Maybelline. I think that was confusing in the original because that little target wasn't there. But now I can go back and I could explore the lower section. Sweet. Sweet. I was a little afraid. It's like, is there fall damage in this? How does that work? How could there be fall damage? That don't make no goddamn sense. So I made a D&D campaign where that would, you know, more rooms opened up. That, you know, it's kind of like Danganronpa. The more people that died, they died in one-on-one fights. That was the whole gimmick, is that someone died every day inside of the campaign. It didn't have to be a player. It could be one of the NPCs, but it was like NPCs with characters that you could like, you know, they were characters, so you could like work out their flaws and like try to find a weakness to exploit them. You know, some of them were obviously like way too strong for you to take on. Like there was a giant that no one person could solo. So the idea was for you to find a way to get them framed and other people to vote for them to be the one that fights that day. I was like, oh my god, this is a lot like Danganronpa. I can't believe I stumbled. I guess it's just because it's just a cool idea. The idea that someone has to die, and like the longer you take to solve a mystery, the longer, you know, the more people that die. But regardless, Danganronpa as a game, I was really jiving with it at first. I loved it. And I just finished it last night, and it is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I would call it 8 out of 10 game, which is what I give Breath of the Wild. So that's not like I'm a pretty harsh critic when it comes to the quality of games. I feel like most games are, well, okay, I don't think I'm, you know, harsh. I feel like most games are average, and it takes something really special to excel beyond average. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, Last of Us 2 is the worst games ever made. It's not. It's average. The gameplay's fun, the story sucks the shit out of a dead rat's ass, so it's average. It's okay. It's not a nightmare to play. Get over yourself. It's not that bad. It's understandable for it to get some awards. I don't know if it should get all the awards, but it's understandable for it to get some. But regardless, I don't want to finish this episode without finishing this fucking story. So you're gonna be fucking here. Danganronpa, Ian said like, oh, it has showed its age, and I was like just beginning the game at that point. I was like, nah, it hasn't shown any age. I think it's still really jived. It has a lot of, I guess what I would call translation errors. They're not quite translation errors. They're not errors. They just don't quite line up. So the whole point is when you're having these trial scenes where all of you are debating like, who's the killer? And you're supposed to find contradictions in people's statements. And then when you find a contradiction, you take your evidence and you literally shoot their words. It's a really ingenious idea. No! Sorry. The goop man caused me to panic. As he always does. All my homies hate the goop man. Oh, that's why he went into tongue earlier, because he was in that spot, and he thought, he's like, oh, it must be time for tongue animation. That's goofy. Give me my spatula. But there's a lot of statements that are supposed to be contradictions that aren't quite contradictions. So I feel like sometimes, you know, there's a little too much leeway on what counts as a contradiction. And you know what? We'll fucking finish the story next time. God damn it. It's gonna spam into 2 episodes. Wow, is that tartar sauce? Eat it.